Hey everybody, hope y'all doing well. I'm doing the best I can, I guess. I don't know if I'm just still getting used to my new blood pressure pill, or it's just not working either. I've just not felt super great. But I'm going to try to do this video fairly quickly. I'm doing my May pickups video. I figured I ought to get it done before June. Or not May pickups, April pickups. Well, thought I might ought to get it. See, it's hot. Thought I ought to get it done before June started, and I will get it done so I can turn my fan on, because it is highly uncomfortable. It's about 80 degrees, which doesn't seem that hot, but the humidity is about 80%, so it's pretty fucking warm. Anyways, I'm going to do this in a couple parts, that way I don't have to have everything on the bed and have such a big jumble of shit to deal with. Anyways, first thing I'm gonna share is this, the Strain season 1. I never got into this show when it was on initially. It's a vampire show. The main reason I bought it is because it was in my discount club in a special edition for $7. The thing's going for like 50 and 60 bucks on eBay, so I've got a couple on eBay. If you're interested, if you find it and message me and you want it, I'll give you a deal, but not a $7 deal. But you probably, yeah, not a great salesman. Here's one that I imported from 88 Films. It's the Syndicate Sadist. It's got Thomas Milan in it. He's pretty good in these Plastage. Not the best one of these I've watched so far. I've not watched that many so far. I've watched a lot of Giallo, but not a lot of these. Not the best, but pretty serviceable. And I got this fairly cheap, considering I imported it. I've been importing the Star Wars Rebels because I can get this for like $10 over there, where it's like $20 for the Blu-ray here, and these are region free, so they'll play anywhere, even if my region free player died. Next is The Man That Killed Hitler and Then Bigfoot with Sam Elliott. Pretty good movie. It's kind of a slow burn, and I've seen a lot of reviews. I think it's just younger people renting it and wanting action, but no, it's more of just a thinking man's movie, but it's got a lot of action too. It's just a little slower pace. And Anna and the Apocalypse, I imported this too. I've been on an important streak because I'm very important. It's a zombie musical. It's actually the second zombie musical I have. It's pretty good. It grows on you. The first time I watched it, I rented it on Amazon, and you can rent it on US Amazon. And I was like, it's okay, I'll probably buy it. And then I saw it on Amazon UK for sale it was only like, it's only a DVD, but it was only like £11. And even after the shipping and importing, it was only like 15 bucks. So it's worth that. Got Bumblebee. Bumblebee actually is the best of the Transformers movies that I've seen. It's more like the old cartoon, and that's what people like me always wanted. I don't know why they went the other way, but they did. But maybe the rest of them be like that. It'd be pretty good. I also got Aquaman, and I liked Aquaman. It's kind of like Wonder Woman. I like both of those. I don't really care much for most of the other DC, like, big films. But I don't really care much for the big Marvel films either, so it's not like I'm playing favorites. I just like the kind of more awkward characters. Like, I like Guardians of the Galaxy and Deadpool and Marvel much more than I do most of the rest of them. This is part 1. I'll be back in just a second when I get the rest that I'm going to share for the second part of this. Okay, I'm back for the second half. I cut my fan on while I was looking for stuff, so made me feel a little better. yeah, I'll start out with the video store stuff. We did have a local video store. I hadn't went there much in years and years and years because, as you can tell, I buy a lot. I mean, if it's something that interests me, I don't want to spend money just renting it just to turn around and spend more money buying it. I take that leap where most people don't. Anyways, they were finally going out of business, and I don't even know if any of these play worth the crap because they are rental copies, and you know, people don't take care of things. But I got all 5 of these. Oh, and the same day I also got Bowling for Columbine, but it was at a thrift store and it was unopened. I doubt it will ever go for much, but I'm gonna leave it unopened and try to sell it at some point, because anything unopened eventually some idiot wants to buy for an obscene price if you just allow them. Anyways, we'll get started on this back half. Probably the best movie, and what's funny is The People Under the Stairs, a Wes Craven movie. I got this for $2. I just imported it. I just ordered to import it a couple of days ago because I saw an Arrow video had a lovely looking Blu-ray of this, so I'll probably put this on eBay if it plays worth the crap. But it's in my collection right now. I found this Chillerama. It's a sort of a midnight movie, exploitation movie, homage movie, and it's pretty good. I've watched it on one of the streaming services or something before, but well worth getting for $2. You'd probably pay more than that. Got Crowley, about Aleister Crowley. I can't remember if I heard if this was good or not. Bruce Dickinson from Iron Maiden, though, had something to do with it. It says it right up on the top. But I don't know. There was a lot of horror, but there was a lot of crappy horror. And then there was a lot of horror I already owned because I've been collecting some. I got the Toolbox Murderers 2, just because I'm pretty sure I have the first one somewhere, and I thought, what the hell, for $2. Both of them. They had a few Christmas themed horrors, but I decided to pick up Silent Night. Not Silent Night, Deadly Night, just Silent Night. And I think that it's good. I haven't had time to check to see if any of these even work, but I spent $10 to help the people. You know, they're going out of business, and I hate to see that. But most people just don't care. They'll go to Redbox, and I don't. I've never used Redbox. I'm not saying I'm better than anyone that does. I'm just saying I don't. I would rather buy it or stream it or not watch it at all. But that's just me. Got a couple more police station flicks. I've not watched this one yet. Live Like a Cop, Die Like a Man. It's got Ray Lovelock in it, and seen him in a couple other ones of these. I think it's pretty good. It's directed by Ruggero Deodato. He's the one that directed Cannibal Holocaust and Cannibal. I don't know if he directed Cannibal Ferox or not. He directed a lot of exploitation in different forms in Italy. Then this one from the great Umberto Lenzi, Gang War Milan. I watched this once in Italian because for some reason I kept flipping past the English track, and I was like trying to watch it with subtitles on, and I was like, I don't know if that's that good, but then I figured out I could watch it in English, and it was a little bit better. It's about this one dude. He comes into the city and ends up being over all the rackets, prostitution, stuff like that. And he's just come up from the bottom, and this other guy kind of butts in, and they start a gang war in Milan. No, I usually don't tell you anything about the movies. Just that one. It was actually better after a bit. This one I had hopes for, The Inheritors. It's about these neo-Nazi kids in the 80s in Germany. At least I think it's in Germany. I think, or it might be in Austria. Anyways, they get into a bunch of stuff. It's alright. It was made in 84, but I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting from it, but it just wasn't what I wanted. And I don't want, you know, like, I know you hear Nazi in a sentence and your mind probably tunes out, but I think I wanted the boys to have more redemption for their actions or thoughts, and that didn't happen. Let's see. I bought Life Force, and I had this years ago, and it was going for a lot of money on eBay for the DVD, and I sold it. And then I kept putting off rebuying it later on, and decided I'd get this steelbook. Got it at a decent price, but two more, and we'll be at the end for May, or for April. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Really enjoyed this. I almost hated it and paid more for it, but you know, when you go to Best Buy's too far for me to go buy new movies every time, so if I end up going anywhere that's got new movies, it's only Walmart. And Walmart knows that a lot of people are like me that don't want to go the extra bit to get to a Best Buy because they just don't have the time or the energy or the money. And or even go to a Target, because all that stuff for me is a pretty good distance. And anyways, that was going for $25, and I just couldn't see spending that. So I kept looking at it on Amazon, and it dropped to $14, and I jumped on that. And the last one is actually 4 movies. It's the Hemisphere Collection from The Great and Wonderful Severin. The only one I've watched so far is The Brain of Blood. It's a really good collection. It's let's see, Philippines and U.S. co-productions from the 60s and 70s. They're pretty good if you like old schlocky horror and stuff like that. That's all I've got for April. May, I've not been buying too crazy. I always say that, and then you'll see like, he bought all kinds of shit. But I really don't think I bought that much this month. I mean, I have bought a few things like it. You can go to Big Lots, you know, and buy 5 or 10 movies for less than $20, but I haven't bought, you know, expensive movies. I've not bought that many. Anyways, that's all I got. We'll see y'all tomorrow for my Friday video. There probably won't be a German video this week unless I just show you me doing my Duolingo, because I haven't put the Rosetta Stone on my new computer yet, and I don't know. And I may do that, or I may just sing a song in German this week, because I was doing that for a while and I don't know why I quit. I think I just ran out of songs that I wanted to try to do. But this has went on long enough. We'll see y'all.